Well, that's something you won't see at Hubbard Hall Opera, I don't think, unless some of you guys are going to be doing some acrobatics. No, I don't think so. Okay, good. Hubbard Hall Opera. With me, I have the artistic director sitting next to me, Alexina Jones. And next to her, I believe we have Patrick McNally. And then next to him, we have Paul Sigrist. Is that correct? Got that all in my brain there? Good. And tell us what's coming up in your summer festival.
Absolutely. So we have Trial by Jury, which Paul is directing.
That's a Gilbert and Sullivan.
That's a Gilbert and Sullivan piece.
I was surprised at that, you know, because I didn't think you did.
Well, we do Gilbert and Sullivan. I mean, they're fun. They draw in audiences.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's sort of our second stage production. The main stage is Barber of Seville, which is the orchestra production, and Patrick is our Figaro in that production.
Okay, good.
So coming up this Wednesday is the soft opening, the final dress rehearsal.
Okay, isn't it fun to have those too?
Oh yeah, it's so much fun. People bring kids. It's just a lot of fun to see that.
Because it's more intimate.
Right, and I should say that both shows are really kid friendly.
Okay.
But if you don't want to pay a high price, you can come to the final dress and pay a couple dollars and see if your kid likes it.
And it gets a little. It gets someone there that might not.
Right.
Normally come.
As a taste, yeah.
Paul, you're working on Trial by Jury. Tell us what that's about.
Trial by Jury is a Gilbert and Sullivan.
You're the director,
I'm
so
the
everybody
director,
knows.
the stage director of it. It is a riotous three-ring circus of comedy.
Aren't they all?
Trial by Jury is it's a great starter opera. If you're not necessarily an opera fan or have never seen one, this is a great way to start because it's about 45 minutes long, and it's
Was it written 45 minutes long?
It was. It was actually written as an afterpiece for
okay.
a production of La Pericole originally. It premiered in 1875. We've updated it to 1971.
Okay,
so
real update.
So we have lots of polyester plaids and mini skirts.
It's got to be cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And there go our lights again. I don't know.
The story quickly is just it's a courtroom that's kind of gone awry. A woman is suing her fiance for breach of promise of marriage, and hilarity ensues.
Absolutely. And Barber of Seville, how's that?
Barber of Seville's coming along really well. We've got a great cast that's working together really hard, and we've got a great show coming up. We're opening.
What a great opera that is.
Yeah, and the role of Figaro that I get to play is one of my favorites.
And you're going to sing just a touch for us?
Oh.
Not from the Figaro. He's going to sing for his wife.
Yeah.
On her anniversary.
Today, as it turns out,
we've got to do that.
My second wedding anniversary.
Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
You should have brought your wife here.
Well, I wish I could have, but she's back keeping tend of our fish back in New York City. So
okay, good.
She's very busy right now.
So would you sing something to her right now? Because will send you the link so you can send it to her.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
She requested Come Parire Vezzoso, which is what Belcore sings when he hands off flowers to the most beautiful girl in town.
And would your wife fit that category?
Most certainly.
Absolutely. You heard it here. Okay, go ahead.
Come parire vezzoso, forse il pomo è la più bella, mia diletta villanella, io ti porgo questi fior.
I just got chills. I mean, you're doing that to me today. I love that. Wonderful, wonderful voice that you have. And you perform elsewhere, I take it.
Oh, so sure.
You live in New York City?
I live in New York City with my wife, and almost all of the
performers.
And your fish. And our fish. And almost all of the performers we have come from all over. We get some great performers here at Hubbard Hall. A few people on the Met roster. Really great singers, world-class singers, some of us. It's really fantastic.
And these summer festivals are so much fun.
They are fun. I mean, what we try to do is take young singers who maybe haven't performed the role and pair them with people like Patrick, who is Figaro in person, really. And we do that for our singers, and then for audiences, we just try to make opera fun and accessible, price-wise and in terms of the shows that we do.
It's so important, I think, to introduce young people to different forms of art. And opera, of course, is such a traditional, it's been around for, how long has it been around? I mean, for years, the French and the Germans and the Italians and And Mozart was really into the buffo. What is it? Was it the comic operas and stuff?
Opera comique.
Yeah, that
French
he
word.
did as well. So, and we're gonna take a look at some photos. Tell us who we're looking at.
Okay, so we have Ryan Allen on the left. He's playing our Basilio. He is one of the people Patrick mentioned who was on the Met roster. This is going to be his 100th performance. We actually got him up here because he's in competition with his friend to do more Basilios than, than his longtime buddy. So it's wonderful having him on stage. Then we have Patrick, of course, and then center is Abigail Levis, and she is our Rosina. She's really a lot of fun to watch. She's a mezzo-soprano. If you know anything about the show, sometimes the Rosina can be sung by a soprano or a mezzo, and she is of the lower category. She's really got some, meat in her low notes. It's great to listen to. And then we have Luke Grooms. He's joining us from the Philadelphia area, I believe, and he also is on the Met roster. He just finished doing a production of Jerry Springer, the opera, which he got some great awards for and performed at Carnegie Hall. And then we have Andrew Aldelsberger, and he's a comedic acting genius. He hates it when I say that, but really, he's quite fun to watch.
It's great to know that there's people with such talent.
Yes. Okay, so these are some of our young artists, our cover artists, and they are performing in Trial by Jury, and they also cover roles in the main stage. So we have Alexis Rhoda, and she is coming from New York City, and she's covering Berta, the maid, and she's also playing the cleaning lady in Trial by Jury. It's sort of her type in this particular cast. And then Leslie Tay is coming from Boston, and he's covering the Count and singing Edwin in Trial by Jury. And then you have Vanessa Rodriguez, who joins us from Florida, and she's singing Angelina in Trial by Jury and covering Rosina. She's a soprano, by the way. And then you have Nick Kilkenny, and he's a busy one this summer. He's covering Don Basilio, he's singing Fiorello in the main stage, and he's also foreman of the jury in Trial by Jury.
These guys work hard.
They do. Oh, our bridesmaids. Yes, Paul loves this picture. So obviously this show has been updated to 1971. I'll let Paul talk a little bit about that picture.
Yes, Angelina, as I said, comes in to sue Edwin for breach of breach of promise of marriage, and those bridesmaids, of course, have been hired for the occasion. That's Ginny on the left, and Aaron in the middle, and Christina on the right, and they are quite a set of bridesmaids.
So Andrew and Abby, and this was taken during one of our very first rehearsals, where the good doctor, that's who Bartol is telling Rosina she better not try to fool him because he will find her out.
Well, if you want to see some really wonderful opera, it's at Hubbard Hall Opera in Cambridge, and we're going to ask them, when is there these productions?
Okay, so on this coming Wednesday is the open dress rehearsal.
And what's the date? Because people see this on different dates.
It's the 14th,
okay.
Wednesday the 14th, and that's at 8 o'clock. And then on Friday the 16th is the opening night, and the 17th is another show of Barber at 8 o'clock. And Trial by Jury also plays this weekend on the 17th and 18th at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
And then the next weekend, starting on Thursday the 22nd, we have an evening show of Barber at 8 o'clock. And then on the 23rd, it's Trial by Jury at 8 o'clock. And then another double bill on Saturday. You have Barber of Seville at 2 o'clock, Trial by Jury at 8 o'clock.
So you can see both on the same day?
Yes, you can go see a show, go to dinner, come back, fun.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, we close out with Barber of Seville at 2 o'clock.
So if you're watching this, even if the opening night is gone, you can still have one more weekend to watch this. So please check it out. They're up in Cambridge. Beautiful drive up there, and Hubbard Hall. And the address, in case people want to just...
It's 25 East Main Street, Cambridge, New York.
Okay, so they can't miss it.
They really can't.
I want to thank you all for being here, and I hope that you have a wonderful sellout crowd for all your performances. Paul Sigrist with us. He's the director of Trial by Jury. We have, Patrick McNally, and he just sang a beautiful song for his wife. How sweet. She is one lucky lady, let me tell you. And then Alexina Jones, she is the artistic director of Hubbard Hall. Thank you all for being here, and I hope you have a great show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.